Hello, hello, hello. We're back. This week's Festival Friday Live. Oh my God, the weeks are flying by, absolutely flying by. In fact, I think by the time we get out the other side of the Jubilee weekend, I think we hit 100 days to go.
Oh my gosh.
Is that all?
When it's only double figures to get down to, it means we're getting close, doesn't it? So yeah, it's absolutely flying by, So I'm sure people will get notified that we're here. One person's just joined us, so let us know who you are. Say hello to us. Give it a share, actually, if you can.
Give it a share.
And say hello. I've got some wonderful guests with me today and lots and lots and lots to update you on. But yeah, I was just saying to Louisa and Emma that it feels a little bit weird today because it's Friday, but it feels like Sunday. And I'm like, why am I going live on a Sunday? But no, it's Friday, so it's Festival Friday. Hi, Louise.
Hi,
nice
Louise.
To see you. Who else is on? Do say hello. Let us know that you're here. It's nice to see you, Louise. So yeah, do you know what? As I know I say it every week, but it is very, very busy. Almost call it manic at Womanifest HQ. In fact, it's probably on par with the carnage at Manchester Airport. No, I'm just kidding. that degree of busy.
Have you made 700 of staff redundant before busy season? That's what I was told.
No, you see, we're smart women, aren't we? We're smart women.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a decision that I would have made, but there we go. So yeah, it has been busy this week. Lots and lots of stuff been going on. What have we been up to this week, actually? Now this is kind of hot off the press news. I need to show you a picture of these, actually. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to go a little bit old school. Let me just check out my Instagram navigation ability. And let me show you what I've been looking at. Well, what I've sorted out. So see these. This one's, I'm going to go way up, got to get near my camera. See these?
Oh my God, I love those.
Yeah. So, new addition to Womanifest. We were going to have 6 of these. Actually, I'll do a bit of promo for the company. We haven't actually finished the booking yet, but we've agreed. So this is Dream Domes Hire. So we're going to have 6 of those, and they are for afternoon tea.
How exciting!
Yeah,
so can you just book them?
So yes, I need to pull my finger out this weekend and set up a little booking facility for them. But actually, what I thought would be really, really lovely. Oh, Bev's here. Hey up, Bev. Nice to see you, my lovely. What I thought would be really nice is I thought it would be a lovely thing. You know, like when you go to an awards do or something like that, like a big kind of you've got a bit of a black tie event this weekend, aren't you, Louisa? Did I say?
I am.
Yeah. So normally at things like that, you sponsor a table, don't you? And you host some of your clients and your guests at the table. And I thought, we're having a festival. We haven't really got tables to make a bit of a exclusive little event. And then I had that brainwave. Actually, I had that brainwave whilst doing the 10K with Danny Wallace the other week.
There you go.
Right. Yeah. So I thought it'd be a wonderful idea. I'm going to be inviting actually, first and foremost, our speakers to see if they would like to host some of their guests in one. Hello, Claire.
Yeah.
So yeah, how lovely does that sound? So I'm going to be doing a really special group ticket and afternoon tea offer, like a little package.
Oh, nice.
Complete no-brainer to bring a group. So you can get 8 in it. So whoever the organizer is, so whether you are one of our speakers or guest and you want to book the package and get 7 of your other friends together, there'll be an amazing ticket offer to go with afternoon tea.
Nice.
The other thing, I'm just going to have to shoot out this way to get something else to show you.
Oh, thought it was the door again. She usually gets a parcel.
Bank holiday, but mind you, I think the Amazon man or woman will still be out this weekend. But the other thing to show you is this.
Oh, is this the champagne, the Prosecco?
Well, so there's not Prosecco in this. This one had a bottle of wine in for me.
Nice.
So yes, me and Rachel's my event planner, we did some wine tasting at 11 o'clock on Tuesday this week.
Morning.
In the morning, not at night. Oh, there's only one 11 o'clock for me, and that is in the morning these days. Don't make it past 10:30 anymore. But yes, so it's a lovely small business, Manchester run family business who has a great kind of client relationship with some really small vineyards in lots of places, mainly across Europe, so we can get straight from the source amazing quality wine because it comes straight from the source. It has no sulfates in, so the quality is amazing. And one thing I said for Will Manifest is I don't want food and drink to be extortionately priced like it is when you go to other events, because that really pisses me off. I want it to be normal, everyday prices.
Yeah.
And by doing business with this organisation, it'll mean we can do that, and there will be high quality wines. So you'll be able to pre-order white, red, rosé. We're going to have a selection of those that you're going to be able to pre-order if you'd like to do that. But the best bit is you'll be able, you can get them in these boxes as well, or a cardboard sleeve version of this if you want a little memento from the event. But the most exciting bit is that we're having our own label Prosecco.
So excited!
I'm just a Prosecco bunny through and through. So we're going to have our own label Prosecco.
Okay.
Guess what it's going to be called?
Womani Bubbles.
Womani Fizz.
Womani Fizz! Oh.
Womani Fizz. So I've been designing the label for that. That's my procrastination task this week, was designing the label for.
I can't believe I went with bubbles and not fizz. I'm a stupid.
No.
Womani Fizz, that's obvious. Brilliant.
And there'll be a standard version and a rosé, because I love a rosé bubbles, don't you?
Nice.
It's like show and tell. Look what I bought. Yeah.
Womani Fizz. Oh my God.
Love that. So that's the hot press news this week afternoon.
Are you trademarking all of this, Jodes? Because it's epic.
Well, so Will Manifest is trademarked already. We did that the first time round, so it's trademarked as an event. But yeah, I need to get onto that about the fizz, don't I? Yes. So yeah,
could also go with Womani
Bubbles. I'm definitely going to get one of those pods, the afternoon tea pods.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I might put it as like a Brucey bonus for anyone that signs up on our link. You get to come and have afternoon tea, and
so you'll have it. I'm going to hire it out in 2-hour blocks so that it can have like 4 sittings through the day.
Yeah.
And then there is an option then to have it as the evening hire, so from 6:30 till 10:30. So you could just have a bit more of a relaxed. We're also going to look to do like a cheese and wine and chocolate hamper. So you could order the hamper to be in the pod for the evening. And maybe for 4 hours, you could do like a little mini workshop for your guests with lovely drinks and snacks.
Book me in.
Yeah.
Book me in.
Womani Bubbles from there.
Hey, they'll be snapped up them. You'd probably sell double the amount. They will be very popular, I'm sure.
They will, won't they? I think we'll also have a bit of Womani Bubbles, but should we put that on the hot tubs?
Womani Bubbles, yeah.
The hot tubs, the new name for the hot tubs. So there you go. Yeah, mega. So that's the hot press news this week. But I've got these amazing 2 ladies here with me today, Louisa and Emma. They are both main stage speakers for this year's event. Très exciting. So I thought I'll get them on this week and get them to share with you a little bit about what they are bringing to Will Manifest and why you daren't miss it. So why it's absolutely right up your street and for you. But first, tell me, what makes you want to be part of this? Why are you so excited about this event? Louisa, tell me from you.
Well, there's a personal story reason for me. And if anybody's been following me, they'll know this story because I tell it all the time. But it was literally going to Will Manifest in 2020 that changed my life. And Jodie, I'll be forever grateful for that event. And I put it on a post this week about what made me start my business. And it was literally, I didn't know this world existed. So for me, selling tickets, I don't want to sell tickets to my existing audience. I want, because I'm lucky that I'm local. I'm Warrington, so I'm only down the road. I want to bring fresh blood, new people that have not experienced this world before. Because I got a free ticket for the Mums in Business Network. Emma Belmonte was running it at the time. And it was like, yeah, go on then. Don't know what it is. I thought it's a woman fest. I didn't even know what it was called properly. And rocked up, and it literally changed my life. And I saw you in some random silver bodysuit up on stage doing
rose gold. I only ever do rose gold, darling.
Was it rose gold? Sorry, rose gold. And you know, I saw Lindsay McGlowan, I saw Danny Wallace, Deep Bajwa.
Here
she is, the lady that started it all. And I was literally like, oh my God, I want a piece of this. I was a depressed, anxious teacher. I was signed off sick because I'd had a breakdown, whatever you want to call it. I'd got to complete emotional, psychological burnout. I was at the end of my tether with life, with everything. And I'd sort of dabbled with an idea of I could start my own business, but there was all the buts. And that day I was like, do you know what? I'm going to bloody well do it. And I signed up. I bought a franchise of this business that I'd been looking at, Relax Kids. So for me, speaking at Womanifest, it's a personal goal, because when I was there in that room in 2020, I looked at this, I said to my friend who was with, I want to speak on that stage next time. I know I've got a story. I want to be on that stage. So for me, it's a personal goal, but it's to open up this world to more women, to more girls, to empower more, because empowered women empower women. And that's that for me. That is the heart of what my business is now about. Mamas Ignited. You guys lit that spark in me that day. That then became the essence of my business, and now I can do the same for other people. It's just amazing.
I flipping love that, because what a lovely story to now be able to look back and tell. And you know, none of us would have thought. I wasn't expecting it to do that for people.
Yeah,
you know,
well, it did.
Our expectations for the event were quite modest.
Yeah.
Now we look back. Didn't expect it to be so life-changing for so many people, but that's the reason why then afterwards you're kind of like, we can't not do this again. I mean, fuck the fucking pandemic, you know. I was so pissed off when that landed.
I bet you were.
You really wanted to ride that crest of the wave and keep going, or the ironing board perhaps.
The ironing board, indeed. But the thing is no matter whether you're in a field, in a posh hotel, it's the people, aren't you? Hi, Cleaning. It's the people that you are bringing together. That is the power. And this is going to be that tenfold. And what I also can't believe really is when I look at the lineup, like these people are my friends now. These aren't just other, like I'm level pegging now. Like I am one of the inspirational people, like, and we're all inspirational, aren't we, in our own way? Everybody's gone through stuff, and you know, everybody's got a story to tell, but there's no reason why you can't take your seat at the table, your place on that stage. There's nothing like you're the top speaker, you're the most, everybody across the 2 days, no matter what stage in life or business you are, will inspire someone. Somebody will hear something that they bloody well needed to hear that will change their life. And I am sure of it.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely love that. Because, actually, every single woman, you know, if they can see that they are already able and capable of doing that.
Yeah,
you know, I've had a few speakers who were like, "Oh, I wanted to apply, but I didn't.
I'm not good enough. I'm not far enough.
I'm not ready." And I've been like, "Bullshit." Actually, you're right. One of the big things for me is I'm not trying to create a stage to put our version of Ed Sheeran on as the headline act. You know, without. Take this in the spirit it's intended. It's about everyday women like us, but who are, you know, we're running businesses. We're out there inspiring other women. And actually, I want it to be relatable to other people. Not that it looks too far away, that, look how far away their achievement is. It's about, that relatability. So thank you for that. What about you, Emma?
Oh, Louisa, I love that story. That's amazing. If this kind of thing can change people's lives, like Jodes, what an amazing thing you're giving. So why am I doing it? God, well, anyone that knows the half inch of me knows that I am like the biggest feminist. And when I say that, people go, oh my God, you hate men. And like, to me, feminism is equality. So everything I do, I left my big corporate career, grew a really successful business, sold it so that I could come back and help more women, like you just said, Louisa, to rise up, to feel more inspired and empowered to start their businesses or to ask for pay rises in work. And so I'm sort of twofold. I'm a business consultant and a gender pay gap expert, and it's all around helping women become their absolute best selves and to believe in themselves, but actually have the skills and the education. And so to have like the ability to come and work with you guys, I'm so excited. I want it to be this weekend. I'm ready to go.
I know.
I'm
wouldn't
so
it be excited. Do it every weekend, be fab.
Jody's like, oh no, not this weekend.
No, I'm ready. Let's have time.
We've still got
celebrating women is just, it's so needed. And like anything that just up levels women in any way, like psychologically, emotionally, like even just connecting new friends that say, God, you know what, you're just like me too. Yeah, me too. Because I think we're quite isolated as women, especially when you start having children and you get a bit older, and then you start hitting all of these, menopause that no one talks about, and you're like, there's all of this stuff you've always got to handle. And having, like, we're quite tribal, aren't we, as women? Yeah. So anything that's that community where we go, we celebrate, like, just fuck it. I'm me, you're you. This is, it's a love fest for women.
It is.
And I love that you're doing it for kids as well, Jodes.
Yeah, and actually, loads of teenager tickets have been bought with other tickets made up. How many of those are coming through already? But you're right. It's so much about the community. I regularly go back to a quote of Jim Rohn's that says, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with." Some people poo-poo that, right? I'm all over that one. I'm all for it, because actually, you can build a tribe around you that make you feel quite insecure. That you're being judged all the time, that's a bit bitchy and a bit catty. As women, actually, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. We can let the side down a bit sometimes. And I don't hold back in saying that. Most of us have had an experience of that at some point. You think it's going to leave you behind when you walk out the school gates, don't you? And it doesn't. In fact, sometimes it gets worse. So to create this kind of environment where women are safe, psychologically,
great word,
not just physically. Yes, but don't worry, we'll keep you physically safe as well, but psychologically safe, with other people's metaphorical arms around them, with no judgment, only sort of open minds and listening, is hugely important.
That's been one of the biggest breakthroughs for me, because I've come from 16 years as a teacher, and I've never fitting in of it being catty and bitchy and nobody celebrating each other. Like, I've had promotions. I had promoted quite early on in my career, and the head teacher and the deputy head's advice was create another skin, be prepared to be stabbed in the back. Like, nobody could publicly congratulate me because people just want to pull you down. Like, and suddenly get into a world where actually we celebrate each other and know it's like, yay, let's lift you up. It's groundbreaking for me. That's been the best thing about it.
And I think it's because it's like, because I used to sit there and be like, I could never do this. Probably about 10 years ago, I used to think, oh, I'll never make anything of myself, and I'll always just be, it's just Emma, and I'm just this, and I was always making excuses. And then I suddenly started to surround myself with women just like me that were just a few steps ahead. And it propelled me no end. And I'm so grateful for all those women that encouraged me, that I just think it's almost my duty to come back and do the same for other people.
I love that actually, you're almost like in service of, aren't you? It's wrong to keep all of this to yourself.
I've got a teenage daughter, selfishly, I want her to have a different world. And, we've had to like scrape. We're still in a very patriarchal society. I know that people are making, waves to change it, but we are still in a patriarchal world. And I just want it where she's not having to scrape and she's leading the pack. And I think all of the girls, women, young girls, whoever, just all of them deserve a better chance. And I think if we can just create this kind of plan, I love what you're doing. I'm massively.
Thank you.
Love that.
It's fab. So actually, on that note, let's tell people a little bit about what you'll be doing at the event. So obviously, you're both main stage speakers. So yeah, Louisa, go ahead and tell people what your talk is, what it's called, what it's about, and actually who it's for, and why they'll have FOMO if they bloody miss this one.
So mine is not the talk I thought I would say, but there you go. It's rising through resilience, and this came about from a latest book that I've published, which is all about women sharing their stories of overcoming adversity from the ashes she has ignited. So for me, my story of overcoming domestic abuse, mental health, depression, anxiety. Studying positive psychology, realizing that the thing that underpins everything is resilience, and it's like the magic answer that we've all got it, but we've got to tap into it, and we can all be resilient. We can all come back from things, and it all links to your mindset for success. So my talk is all going to be about helping the next generation, because my business very much started from my daughter needing mental health support and not being able to get it. That's why I originally went into Relax Kids, and then it's developed from there. So it's about how we as women can gift the new generations with resilience and courage and strength and mindset to be able to know that, yes, positivity, doesn't mean that you're not going to have adversity, but adversity and resilience, like look at every successful person, they will have had some adversity, but having that resilience and that grit to be able to ride it through is what makes you successful.
Yeah, I think in this day and age, and the time, got to sound like an old person, don't I? In this day and age, when I was a lad, but it's one of the biggest. I'm going to call it a skill set, to be honest.
It is a skill set, yeah.
You have to develop and learn resilience, and I see a lot of people get it a bit like misunderstand what it means.
Yeah.
It's not surviving. It's not scraping through. Looking like you've been dragged through a hedge backwards, and it's not about stoicism and being like, phew, I made it, guys. It's actually about being able to thrive because of adversity.
Thriving, not surviving. Taking what's happened to you, reframing, learning from it, moving forward, but also being able to live with the moment rather than I'll be happy then when I've got through this. It's about not just making the best of a bad situation. It's far more than that, but that's what I'm going to go into. I'm not going to deliver the whole talk now, but it is something that a lot of people will look at other people and say, well, it's all right for them. Well, no, you can do it yourself, and this is how you can do it.
Yeah, totally. I love that. It's a funny one, isn't it? We all try and top up our resilience tanks when the shit's hit the fan, when actually sometimes it's a little bit too late.
Prevention rather than cure.
The time to develop our resilience is when the seas are calm, isn't it, and the going's good, so that we're ready and we can grow through those times. So amazing. I know loads of women that could benefit from that in their lives. I don't know whether they all know that they need it at the moment, but if you are somebody who's flopping onto the sofa at 9:30 with a glass of wine thinking, fuck my life, I look like I've been dragged through an edge backwards, it is definitely for you. And I know I have been that woman many times. I still occasionally do it now. So yes, amazing. Thanks, Louisa.
You're welcome.
What about yours, Emma? I'm
definitely going to be coming to Louisa's because I'm bouncing in and out of that all the time. Look at one. So I'm going to be talking about the cost of being a woman, which probably people go, what the hell does that even mean? So just to take it back a step, I'm working on a project with Parliament at the moment there's a report that they're running for the whole year around the cost of being a woman. So all of the different barriers in society that hold women back. So we talk about, the financial costs, but there's health costs. We're looking at menopause, we're looking at childcare costs, we're looking at all of the things that as women go, brilliant, I'm going to listen to Louisa and I'm going to thrive. And then you get a societal barrier or something gets in the way. So we're going to be talking about that. But actually, what I'm not going to do is make it all with the violin, like the cost of it. Actually, what I'm going to do is look at all of the ways that we can try and circumvent it. And as a community, as a gender, as a, whatever, half of society together, how we can sort of convene and create that change and momentum. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. And actually, rather than it just be a boring talk, I'm actually going to make it a little bit fun. So I'm going to make it really interactive, and I'm going to make it a little bit where maybe there might be some prizes for people to win if they come along. So what do points make?
Prizes!
So I might make it a bit game showy, because when we start talking about this kind of stuff, it can you can feel energy kind of peak, because people tap into it and go, yeah, no, actually that is a bit shit, and yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I can't move on because my childcare costs are extortionate, or you know what? Actually, it is horrific going through these chronic health conditions, or and it's underserved. But actually, what we're going to do is make it really fun and show like the difference that we can just in our minds think about. Actually, that's wrong. We shouldn't be putting up with that. And we move forward into this like really positive way of dealing with it. So I'm a bit excited.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And actually what I love about that is that, yes, it's not a time to be wallowing in, oh, well, look how hard we've got it. It's about acknowledging the reality. This is where we're at, everybody. Are we all on this page? Now let's take some action.
Yeah.
Actually, this piece of work that Emma's doing with Parliament is huge. It is such a big deal. And hats off to you, woman, for getting behind this and making this happen. It's a big deal, a really big deal, a massive piece of work. And actually,
we've got attention as well of like ministers. And I did a presentation actually in a parliamentary committee a few weeks ago. Wow. And the woman that was chairing it, the MP that was chairing it, had a meeting with Rishi Sunak that evening. And she said to me, this is going to take my meeting. And so all of the research that I've been doing in cost of entrepreneurial world, which is generally what my speciality is all going through, and Rishi Sunak is starting to really look at it, and I've got a meeting with small business minister, and so it's really, really, really exciting. So by the time we get to September, we'll have had even more meetings, so I can share like some of this movement that's going forward and the discussions and like all the positive changes that are going to start to, so it might sometimes feel a bit shit and a bit, God, like, it's all right for you because you've got childcare, you've got a mum around the corner, or you've got a husband, like we make all these excuses. But actually, if we start to look at what is available to us in ourselves and on a macro level, I think it starts to really just uplift people.
And it is that creating a movement mentality, isn't it? The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Yeah, so what I mean by that is, as individual people, we can all take action and make a difference. Yeah. Actually, when we come together and we make a movement and we impact culture at a societal level, that's when the catalyst of change really happens, isn't it? So please don't underestimate just how much difference we can all make individually. When we contribute in that way, actually we have a much bigger impact collectively, don't we, than we would if we were just all individuals. That's amazing. So again, action packed. You'll be able to leave thinking, right, I feel like I can have some influence on this. I can make some changes for myself that will positively improve the situation. And that's why, we use this. I have a set of 5 criteria that anything at this event must achieve. So it has to do at least one. The first one is, does it educate? So does it teach you something useful for life? The second one is, does it empower you? Which both of those things are designed to do. Yeah, when you've got that information and you've got some knowledge or skills under your belt, then you're empowered to take action yourself. Does it entertain? Actually, want you to have a really good time and a good laugh, and like Emma said, have some fun. So it was absolutely about entertaining you. And then the last 2 is, does it inspire you? So do you leave there with a bit of fire in your belly, ready to go after something? And lastly, my favorite is, does it liberate you? That's the feeling I particularly want women to feel in the work that I do in the field of assertiveness. All about setting you free of the shackles of people pleasing, and finally pleasing yourself. Massive thing. Oh, isn't it exciting? There's so much.
I'm so excited. I can't believe we've got to wait.
Yeah, over the weeks now, as I get more and more guests onto the show to talk about what's happening, it's really building up just the value that you'll be able to get from coming to this event. And actually, you know, it makes it an absolute steal to come and join us.
It is. It's an absolute bargain for what you get.
You wouldn't get this anywhere else.
No, you know, for less than £100 for the weekend. It's amazing. And actually, on that note, let's talk about this week's in May. We had a 3 for 2 offer on all weekend tickets. So we sold quite a lot of them. So women who were getting a group of them together. But for this Jubilee weekend, I've kind of put it on for June, but I don't think it's going to get past the end of the weekend, to be honest, because it's only available on 70 tickets because it's the Queen's 70th year, isn't it? So that's why it's 70. And there is 25% off any of the ticket types. You can buy whatever tickets you want. Doesn't matter how many of them you buy. You can just buy one if that's what you want. You can buy 20 if you want. You'll still get 25% off. But there are only 70 available in total. And a few number of them went yesterday. So when I put the offer out on social yesterday, my phone was pinging like mad all afternoon and into the evening last night. So if you want one of them, get your skates on. Yeah, get your skates on.
I think that's the other thing as well, Jodes. I don't know if anyone else is like me, where you go, I'm just going to wait till August and then I'll buy my ticket then. Like what I've learned from talking to you is that the sooner you get it, the better the deal, but also the better the price. So if anybody's thinking to wait, jump in now because you won't get a better deal.
You get less.
And also, I think the glamping pods will sell out as well. I would imagine.
Yeah, there's actually not that many glamping pods left, to be honest. Yeah. Currently, you want to see the state of my office? I don't know if you can see this, guys. I'm currently packing for Santorini over there. Yes. So I'm running a retreat next week for 20 women out in Santorini. So when I get back from there, I'm going up to the glamp site actually to have a meeting with them and get an update on what's left. There's still plenty of room for camping.
My friend's bringing a caravan, I think.
Yeah, I had a caravan inquiry actually the other day. That might have been her. So yes, you can bring your caravan, you can bring your motorhome, you can bring a tent and pitch. They've all got electricity. What do you call them things? Hookups. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a camping dude really. So electricity hookups and water. So all like at your disposal. But also, if you can't be asked with putting a tent up, or you think, well, I don't own a tent and I'm not buying a flipping tent for one weekend, but you quite like the idea of it, then you can hire one of our bell tents. So, you know, the pretty cream ones that are round. So we'll build it for you. They can sleep up to 5, so between 2 and 5 in a tent.
I've spoken to Graham at the what's it called, Summer Bells, and honestly, they've got everything. You can have all your own duvet. You can have their duvets and cushions. Like literally, you can just arrive like a hotel, and it's made. It just looks amazing.
It'll even have fairy lights bunting round the door.
A welcome mat. I was like, oh my! I've booked a glamping pod, and I was like, oh my god, I want a bell tent as well. Yeah. That looks great.
You could host in the bell tent in the day, and then sleep in the glamping on the night.
Yeah. That's good.
There's all kinds you can do with these things. So yes, we've got plenty of bell tents available. We can fill quite a big space up with them. So they are less like rocking horse shit than the glamping pods.
Yeah.
But there's still a couple of the RVs left. So you know, like the big American motorhomes, they've got 3 of them. They are like proper home inside.
How much are they?
I think they're about the same price as the Superior pod, so I think they're $460 for the weekend. But they've got a hot deal. They are proper luxurious inside.
Oh, I didn't see them.
So there's 3 of them. I think one of them's booked, but the other 2 are still up for grabs.
How many do they sleep?
Only 2 adults. You can sleep 2 kids.
Yeah.
Or adults in them. But actually, you know, if you 2 women were coming together and they both were bringing a daughter, then you could do it like that. And some of I think it's the deluxe glamping pods that are double bunk beds.
Ours is a double bunk bed because I'm going to bring Emily for the Sunday night just for a sleepover, so she can have a go in the jacuzzi and have a sleepover.
That's lovely. But yeah, you can't put adults in the top bunk.
No.
Only 2 adults in any of the glamping pods, but you can have a couple of kids in those specific ones. So yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, get yourself all over that. And final thing is, I'm going to carry on doing this every week, and that is a shout out for even more of you to come and take part in Festivulva. Right. So if you don't know what Festivulva is, as part of Womanifest, I'm on a bit of a mission to help women and girls and people with a vulva. All right. So maybe you don't identify specifically as a woman, but you might be a vulva owner, not a Volvo owner, a vulva owner.
Vulva.
You have to be clear that I'm not saying Volvo, it's a vulva. But because actually, because our parts, our genitals are kind of underneath, aren't they? So ours, we don't see ours when we just happen to walk past a mirror gracefully. Whereas men, if they walk past a mirror naked, they can see everything. And when they go, if they're in a changing rooms or they go to the bathroom, they can see each other's. We don't really get to see our own unless we really put in the effort, sit on the floor with a mirror in front of you and have a good nose. I don't think many women do that, to be honest.
I made the mistake of doing it after giving birth, and it's the only time in my life I've ever looked. Why I did that, I do not know. Anyway, moving on.
That might have been a little bit of a shock. I think I said on there a few weeks ago, while I was pregnant with Sadie, I had a massive varicose vein in my fanny flap, right? And it was really uncomfortable, but that didn't look that appealing, to be honest. Luckily, as soon as I delivered, it went.
Oh, good.
All was good in the world. But anyway, because of the challenge that's facing teenage girls, I feel like we owe it to them to really show them what a normal vulva looks like, because it doesn't look like what they think it might look like, given what gets portrayed in the media and actually what's all over flipping accessible porn these days for these kids. So, yes, I want to get body casts of 100 vulvas. So I've had mine done. Rachel's had hers done. Louisa, you're having yours done, aren't you?
I'm having mine done. I've met a lovely lady who's in the north, so Brighton's a bit too far for me. So there's a lady called Helen. I met her at a networking event, and she was talking about her ceramic business, and I said, "Do you do vulvas?" And she looked at me she went, "Oh yeah." I don't think she'd ever done one before. So now she's started offering vulvas. Yeah,
there you go. So get in touch with Louisa if you want the northern contact for this lady to do it. Or you can order a DIY kit. You'll find the link for the DIY kit on our social. I'm actually going to make a page on the website this weekend for Festivulva, so you'll be able to order your DIY kit on there. In fact, I'll bang it in the comments to this when we've finished. So yeah, I think we've only got about 10 of us so far. So yeah, we could do with recruiting a few more into the clan.
Well, Helen that Glazy Daisy's doing mine. I think she's going to get a group of us, so you'll have a few there.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to keep going and aim for 100, aim high. I guess as long as we've got maybe 30, that's a good enough sample to show them that, number one, they're all unique. And number two, even though they're all unique, they are all normal too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get on that. Yeah,
we'll get on the vulvas.
Right. Let's wrap it up there for this week, because I'm sure we've all got some Jubilee celebrations. I haven't got any Jubilee celebrations.
I haven't got anything. I'm going out tomorrow, but that's something separate. But I'll pretend it's for the Jubilee with my crutches and me strap-ons.
Just to be clear, they are ankle supports.
Sprained both my ankles on holiday. On the most to-date holiday ever. When I think of all the wild holidays I've been on in my life, and I sprained both my ankles away with my mum.
At least you had your mum with you.
Oh, thank goodness I had my mum and my little one. But yeah, I'm at a black tie do tomorrow. But I'm on a Britain's Got Talent marathon today because I didn't realise it had been on all week.
Oh, yes. Actually, it's been a bit long. They're on for 2 hours an episode.
Oh, I've been fast forwarding.
Yeah, at least you can skip the ad breaks.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, thank you, ladies, for coming and joining me.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yeah. They'll be gone soon. I literally have limited it on the booking website, so once they've run out, it'll just stop.
It'll just stop. I'm going to mither my mates to get theirs booked.
Definitely, and I'll be releasing all the details for afternoon tea pod soon.
Yay,
Right,
exciting!
brilliant rest of your weekend, ladies, and everybody.
Thanks, ladies.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.